here community radio with a very talented lady who has her own radio show. So if you want to know what that's all about, stay tuned, because we're coming at you right now with the very, very, very clever Sally. I'm very lucky to have Sally here. Sally, welcome to the program.
Thanks very much, Camilla. Great to be here.
Now, you have your own radio show. Wow. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, I work with a co-host, and we're here at 99.3 FM, which is Northside's community radio. And the idea of community radio is to connect the community through messages, through music, through sponsorship and small business promotion, charity announcements and events. So we're quite an eclectic station.
Fantastic. And it's great that you're community based. I mean, community anything is so important. As you know, this is a community channel TV. How did you get started?
Well, my co-host used to advertise here, and he had expressed interest because they do run courses here for young and old who want to learn about DJing and potentially volunteer in the future. So he did the course, and then we used to practice on my balcony, pretending we're on air and off air, and we had the opportunity to come and try out. So we were really lucky now. It's been over a year that we've been running our show.
What's the show about?
Well, we change every week according to our mood. It did start off as It Takes Two, because it gave us the opportunity to make mistakes and say, well, it is the It Takes Two show. So then we progressed, and now we call it the Hits and Giggles show. We're not highly political. We're there for fun and laughter, Australian music, young artists, promoting charities, and things that might be passionate to us, but intermittently with some nice music on a Wednesday evening.
So, and you work for a charity yourself, don't you?
I do. So that does give me a lot of material to promote my charity and other charities that I work with in the not-for-profit sector. The charity I work for is Vision Australia, formerly the Royal Blind Society.
So do you have a media background? I mean, were you ever sort of in acting or DJing in the past?
Not DJing as such, unless you count my own lounge room at the piano, but have had a media and PR background. I've done quite a bit of publicity.
So what are you passionate about? I mean, what do you sort of put on your show that drives you?
I'm passionate about giving back, doing something that gives back to the community, and I'm passionate about music. I'm a pianist and I sing, so it's a really lovely way to mix my passions and to be on air so no one can see my Ugg boots. It's great.
That's the great thing about radio, you don't have to dress up.
Absolutely, it's a bonus.
So how do you find DJing?
Working with somebody, working together has its skills. You need to let their joke breathe. You need to not cut them off, and that's a challenge because I'm used to with a group of friends all fighting for airspace. Yeah. So you do need to sort of speak more slowly for people to understand, and we need to make sure that we don't abbreviate things. It's mainly just for clear communication. Yeah. So that's one skill. Obviously learning the panel and the audio that goes along with it and which buttons to press and things like that. Yeah. So Rob tends to focus on that, but I'm learning that part as well so I can work independently or just be behind the controls. So it's a little bit easier being the co-host. I can be checking Facebook and multitasking.
Well, you're a woman, you're good at that.
Yeah, exactly. But there are certain things that you do and don't do, and obviously it's community radio, so we like to keep it clean and keep it fairly wholesome, which is nice. We're a bit cheeky sometimes, as many of the DJs are, and we like to promote Australian music. We have sponsors who support the station, and our listeners can become subscribers with an annual fee, which helps keep the station alive. So we encourage that, and we have an annual fundraising radiothon and various events. If you don't get reception, because it can be tricky sometimes, you can just stream it from the website. So there's two ways of listening in.
What kind of music do you like?
I was classically trained, but I have a bit of a penchant for country and western. Okay. And my music taste is very different to Rob's, so we have to battle it out between modern music and a bit of Barry Manilow thrown in there when I get the chance.
Give Barry a chance. What advice would you give anyone who wants to go into radio?
I think you need to practice in front of a mirror. It is different with the microphone or a camera in front of you. So I think just rehearsing and getting some opinions from people, listening and taking criticism well. You have to speak like you're sitting in a lounge room talking to somebody. So just being yourself, but being conscious, but only conscious to make sure that you articulate. So I guess that would be my best advice, but try and get experience. Yeah.
So like work experiences.
Work experience, yeah. Get the feel of a station, hear what community radio does, and do the course. See if your local radio station does run that course and learn the basics.
I think community radio is very good at that, isn't it? They give the community a chance to experience what radio is all about.
That's exactly right.
You've got a beautiful voice. Do you do a lot of exercises?
I am also a yoga teacher, and I've done a meditation facilitation course as well. So that was good practice to stay calm and bring calmness through your voice. And I've had some singing training too, and that's the same thing. It's getting the posture right and getting the breathing right.
A lot goes into it that people don't realise, right?
Yeah, totally.
Thank you so much for chatting.
Yeah, that was great. I really enjoyed it.
That's us for now. See you again.